This week's weekly ritual is dedicated to the music and the memory of Status Quo co-founder Alan Lancaster, who passed away this week at age 72. Rest in power. What's up, everybody? It's Keith. You're watching the Weekly Ritual, Ghost Cult's news show, right here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. GhostCultMag.com is a small business. With that out of the way, let's get into it. In case you missed it, features at Ghost Cult Magazine. We kick this week's features off with our chat with Dan Murphy of All Good Things. You can catch the band on tour with P.O.D. and From Ashes to New right now. We also feature Wesley Negron's interview with Martin Mendez, the legend from Opeth, all about his side band White Stones and their new album, out now on Nuclear Blast. We've also brought back our podcast, the Ghost Cult Magazine podcast. You can hear it wherever you listen to podcasts. You can check out the brand new episode with Gary Alcock interviewing Onslaught at Bloodstock Open Air. Speaking of podcasts, you can also catch me on the Glacially Musical Pordcast with host Nick Cameron. We talk about great bands and great eras every Friday.
Now the news rundown.
Devastating news as the great Judas Priest has had to postpone their 50 years of heavy metal tour indefinitely due to the heart condition of lead guitarist Richie Faulkner. The band played at Louder Than Life this weekend as a headliner, and then this issue developed where Richie had to be rushed to the hospital and have emergency surgery within one day. He's said to be recovering and doing well based on a social media post by his girlfriend, but again, devastating news for fans of Richie and the Priest. Get well soon, Richie. Surprising news from Rebel Rock Fest in Orlando, Florida, as the festival was canceled as they were set to begin day 2 of the 4-day festival. They had their pre-party night, the Taco Metal Party, hosted by Jose Mangan, and it seemed to go off without a hitch. And then the next day, they determined the grounds were not suitable for the festival. Not sure what happened there. Refunds are available for fans that bought tickets and travel packages. We were set to cover the fest. Not sure what happened there, but hope they get it straightened out. Best of luck. Big news from Tool as they have announced a massive 2022 headline tour of North America and Europe all next year. The band is going to pick up where they left off in 2019 on their Fear Inoculum tour. They were actually on tour when the pandemic broke. Rockers 68 have been added to Every Time I Die's Radical tour coming up soon. The direct support will be the band Candy. Juan Bernardo, longtime drummer of P.O.D., will sit out the final run of dates on their satellite 20th anniversary tour. They claim he's in good health and just needs to depart the tour. No word yet on why. Well, has missed time in the past for health reasons, but this is apparently not the case this time. Best of luck to P.O.D. on the tour. Lots of bands are postponing tours, and we've got a lot of them. Architects have postponed their 2021 tour dates into 2022. No word yet if their openers are going to remain, but that band has postponed their headline tour several times. This is supporting their recent album, For Those Who Wish to Exist. Sad news as Living Colours had to drop off the remainder of the Summerland tours, which actually just had their tour dates extended a few weeks ago. The band was having vehicle problems and felt like they couldn't sustain the tour. Best of luck, you guys. We're looking forward to a new Living Colour album very soon. Rockers Tallah have been dismissed from the Avatar headline tour, which we just covered here at Ghost Cult in New York City, and now they are off the tour. Apparently one of their members and a few of their crew have the COVID, and Avatar dismissed them. Anyway, guys, Panther and Sevendust have once again postponed their expected tour of Australia. Bad break for our friends down under. They are going to eventually get to those dates, but for now, they are postponed to 2022. Asking Alexandria is about to drop a brand new album from Better Noise Records, and they have booked an extensive tour of the UK and Europe for next spring. Metal legends Exhorder have announced a full headline tour in the US in which they will play their classic Slaughter at the Vatican record in full. Direct support will come from Plague Years, Take Offense, and Extinction AD. Fresh off signing their brand new record deal, Nile has announced a huge headline tour in North America. Direct support will come from Incantation, fellow legends Sanguisa Gabong, and I Am, 2 up-and-coming killer bands. Louder Than Life just had a bang-up weekend in Louisville, Kentucky. 160,000 plus fans attended, breaking the record. Metallica played twice, including the Black Album from start to finish in reverse. And by all accounts, it was an incredible time with a lot of killer bands. One sad note, though, one of the vendors died of a drug overdose Friday morning right before gates opened. So that's a big bummer, but overall, the festival was a success. Coming up soon for Danny Rumor Festival is Aftershock Sacramento. Welcome to Rockville, Virago's Cruise next January, and more to come next year. Progressive doom legends Swallow the Sun have announced their new album Moonflowers, and they will do a US headline tour really soon with Abigail Williams and Wilderun opening. What a sick bill. Two Others has announced a brand new headline tour supporting their just released album Strength, out now on Roadrunner Records. Metal legends Helmet have announced a headline tour of Europe next year, and they will be playing covers and the hits. Sick. Another postponement, Dream Theater has had to postpone all of their upcoming tour dates. The View from the Top of the World tour for their album about to be released on Inside Out Music has been postponed due to fears over the Delta variant of the coronavirus. Sounds like a broken record, I know. We don't want this. We want shows. We want all the shows, but we're just bringing the news. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Sometimes you gotta be the bearer of bad news. Drowning Pool's Brothers in Arms tour featuring triple co-headline bill of Irminio and Head BE has also been postponed to 2022. Van Halen legend David Lee Roth will kick off a new Las Vegas residency New Year's Eve. Tickets are on sale this weekend, and he will play New Year's Eve and bring in the new year 2022, as well as a string of dates the first week of January. The news of the week is the new GWAR song Hard Skool, another reworking of a Chinese democracy tune. This track is a banger and much more direct and straight ahead in the classic GWAR style than the last track. Absurd. The band has already played it live now. The band is going to release a new EP this February with the 2 new songs and a bunch of covers that they have been playing live. Epic metalers Beyond the Black have released their cover of Iron Maiden's Wasted Years. You can check it out on streaming right now. Throw the Fight has a brand new single out, Wake Up, which is out now on all streaming platforms. Lordi has released 2 brand new songs from their upcoming ginormous fictional box set collection. The band recorded 7 new albums in a row, and those album titles include Skeletric Dinosaur, Super Flytrap, The Master Beast from the Moon, Abusement Park, Humanimals, Abracadabra, and Spooky Sextravaganza Spectacular. One of our favorite bands is melodic political hardcore band Ignite, and they just announced a brand new singer, our boy Eli Santana. What's up, Eli? Congratulations. He absolutely kills it. They dropped a brand new EP with Eli. They were very coy about not announcing his identity, and they're already hard at work at a full-length album expected next year. You can check out the video for the title track, Anti-Complicity Anthem, out now. Dave Grohl says he was almost a member of GWAR. That's right, he once auditioned and made it into GWAR for a whole 7 minutes before they called him back and fired him. But Dave told his story. He's making the rounds, promoting his upcoming book. He's on tour with Foo Fighters. Dave's doing all the things. And this is a very humorous and funny story. Again, Blothar mentioning that he remembers when Dave auditioned and he was hired and then fired very quickly. We spent a lot of time here talking about Spiritbox. Their new album, Eternal Blue, is out now on Rise Records, and those guys made the Billboard 200, landing at 13 on the charts with the release of that album. Congrats, Spiritbox and their whole team, for a great job. Converge has announced an incredible new project, Blood Moon 1, the collaborative album featuring Chelsea Wolfe and her frequent collaborator Ben Chilsum, as well as Stephen Brodsky of Cave-In. Those are usual suspects for Converge collabs. They are going to do this Blood Moon album. They did the Blood Moon project live once, which was all original music live, for Roadburn Festival and a few other places, and now they're going to make a whole album out of it. They've already released the first single and video for Blood Moon, and you can pre-order it now from Death Wish Inc. You can now go to Alice Cooper Court in Westland, Michigan, right outside of Detroit, where Alice is from. Alice was a participant in a street unveiling ceremony in his honor last weekend. It was really awesome. It's great to see him honored as he deserves so as an elder statesman of rock and metal. We salute you. Okay. We're not worthy, we suck, we're scum. Against Me legend Lauren Jane Grace surprise released a brand new EP last week, At War with the Silverfish, mostly unplugged and chill. Similar to the great LP she put out last year during the pandemic, At War with the Silverfish is awesome. We listened to it a ton. She then performed at Punk Rock Bowling. We're hoping for more solo Laura Jane Grace tour dates soon, and perhaps some new Against Me material in the offing too. New Jersey's own Fit for an Autopsy dropped a brand new single and video, Far From Heaven, from their upcoming January 2022 album, coming on Nuclear Blast, Oh What the Future Holds. I said it right. Oh What the Future Holds. I did get it right. And finally in the news, rocker Madam Mayhem has dropped a brand new single, I Am More, co-written with Keith Wallet from Breaking Benjamin, one of her frequent writing partners. A killer track. Stream it now.
Now for a look at who rules it streaming.
This week's Who Rules It Streaming, we welcome back in the Kings of Quarantine, the guys from Slaves on Dope, Jason Rockman and Kevin Jardin, and a bunch of other celebs and stars of metal to do an awesome cover of Helmet and House of Pain's mashup from the Judgement Night soundtrack, Just Another Victim, Kid. The track includes the Slaves on Dope guys, Bill from Mastodon, Chris Cale of Five Finger Death Punch, Tony from Papa Roach, Matt Nagachi of Cryptopsy, Epic Mazur of Crazy Town, Lou from Sick of It All, DJ Lord of Public Enemy, Slain, and Rhyme Style Troops of Killer Rappers. What a great job, guys.
And now for a look at some of the music on New Music Friday.
Abstractor, Epiminion, Sentient Ruin, All Else Failed, This Never Happened re-release, Translation Loss, Asking Alexandria, See What's on the Inside, Better Noise, Black Sabbath, Technical Ecstasy re-release, Rhino, Blood Red Throne, Imperial Congregation, Nuclear Blast Records, The Body and Big Brave, Leaving None But Small Birds, Thrill Jockey, Bummer, Dead Horse, Thrill Jockey, The Buzzards of Fuzz, Self-Titled, Self-Released, Crystal Spiders, Morieris, Ripple Music, Demolizer, Upgrade EP, Mighty Music, Doro, Triumph and Agony Live DVD and CD, Rare Diamonds, Duel, Incarnate Persona, Heavy Psych Sounds, The Electric Mud, Black Wool EP, Self-Released, Enslaved, Caravans to the Outer Worlds EP, Nuclear Blast Records, Foul Body Autopsy, Shadows Without Light Part 1 EP, Self-Released, Four-Stroke Baron, Classics, Prosthetic Records, Full of Hell, Garden of Burning Apparitions, Relapse Records, Grab, Zeitland, Troll Music, KK's Priest, Sermons of the Sinner, Explorer 1, Cryptos, Force of Danger, AFM, Ministry, Moral Hygiene, Nuclear Blast Records, Snare of Sixes, Moonbladder, Nefarious, Tomb, Behold the Basilisk EP, APF Records, Unforged, Eye for an Eye, Fastball, Uriel, Multiverse re-release, Self-Released, Vampires Everywhere, The Awakening, Cleopatra, Wage War, Manic, Fearless Records. And now for a look at our mailbag.
This week's mailbag features this awesome memoir of Ronnie James Dio, Rainbow in the Dark. I finally finished this book on vacation. Busy as hell lately, but I sat down and finished this book. It was amazing. A great narrative written by Ronnie while he was still alive, finished and brought to fruition. Thank you, Ronnie Dio, for making this happen. And it's just an incredible reminiscence of Ronnie's entire life and most of his career. There's incredible photos and great stories, as well as advice for bands starting out. You want to learn from the master. Look out! You made it to this part of the show, so you know what time it is. It's the end. GhostCallMan.com is a small business, and we really appreciate the support. So please smash that like button, ding that notifications bell, and find out when we put up new videos, at least 3 a week. Drop a comment, share with your friends. We appreciate you. As we say every week at this juncture, it's a tough time in the world. So please, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay